Alright, so a bit of a disclaimer before we start here. I have some limited technology for this video, considering I'm living alone from COVID-19, so just imagine this video is in this amazing production with a whole film studio and me on camera with a cameraman. Just imagine that. Just imagine this video is better than it is. Anyway, here we go. Anyway, the first thing you're going to need is a surge protector because there's going to be a lot of things to plug in. So let's plug that in right there. And we're making sure the thing over here is switched to off before we plug it in. So keep that in mind. And then we will need the power cord for the record player. See, it says orbit on there, so that's how I know that it's my record player's plug-in. I'd try to pay attention to these, and 5-year-olds watching this, I'd make sure your parents are helping. Seriously. So we're just going to plug it in right here, like that. And then we'll need the power cord for the preamp, which is also a very important part of the setup. Once again, we can see the word on here indicating that it's for my preamp. We'll just put that right there. And then the last power cord is for the amp. For me, this one's pretty big, so it's kind of easy to tell which one it is. I think a good spot for it would be right there. So with all this set aside here, make sure you don't get all these tangled. Might take a couple tries, but we should get our record player right here. Anyway, we're going to come over to this side over here to see what to plug in. First of all, we're going to plug in the power over here, right there. And then we're going to get these little guys. These will plug into the preamp. To start, we'll put them with each corresponding color. Since I'm holding my phone with my hand, it'd be kind of difficult to show this on camera, so just imagine me doing it. Yes, I kind of just dropped my phone. Wow, look, I plugged them in one shot without cut. After that, we will plug them into the preamp. This part is important. Make sure you plug them in to where it says input and not output, as that will go somewhere else. And then we're plugging in the preamp, which will go right there. Not my hand, there. After that, we will plug these into the output, like so. That is where my amp comes in. So let's turn this around here. And at this point, I think you get the picture. We plug these guys into here, like right there. Voila. And then we put in the power cord right there. So at this point, this is how everything's looking. Might want to take note of that. Now, here comes the fun part. So I had to put a little disclaimer here. The speakers being set up, which is what we're about to do. I had to get these banana clips, which I will link a YouTube video on how to set these up. You could also just put the wiring directly in. Like any 5-year-olds watching this, I'd seriously have your parents help you with this part. It's probably the most difficult part, and which is why I'm not going to tear up my banana clips to show you in this video. Anyway, you take these and plug them into these parts right here. They'll slip in just like that, and once again, with these banana clips I have, it is color coordinated. Without the banana clips, it will not be color coordinated, so pay attention. I'd seriously recommend the banana clips, which they're okay setting up, but it's kind of difficult. As well, you also set up a second pair because we have two speakers Anyway, so like these will go over here to the other side, and they'll all plug into your speakers, but I'm going to organize this a bit and get back to you. Alright, here is my speaker, and over here, as I turn it around, is where we will put the banana clips. Once again, corresponding color is where you plug it in. In my case, I have banana clips. Without them, this would be much harder. Alright, now this is all set up. We will get to one more thing, which is this little thing. It's not necessary, but it makes it easier to play my records. Now what I did is I just kind of slipped it under there. Different record players will have different setups, which honestly is going to require a different type of video, but this is my video. Let's see here. I know. Here we go. Alright, ideally I would have been showing you how to pull the record out of the sleeve and put it on the record player, but I don't want to break my record by trying to do that with one hand, so here we go. Just imagine I did that. Anyway, we will start by turning on the on switch. And then we'll come over here to the amp, switch that on, put on some volume, come over here, set up the needle, make sure it's set up to where it will be on the record when it plays, and then turn down this lever. And enjoy the music.
White on white, translucent black capes, back on the rack. Bela Lugos is dead.